guys, as you can see, I have changed bedrooms, so I have put up new bookcases, which means I have actually gone through my books and sort of resorted them, put them all out on the shelves. But it does mean I have also found quite a few books that I'm not interested in reading anymore, or just generally don't want anymore. So I thought I would show you what I'm unhauling, because there's actually quite a few, and I'm actually quite surprised because I'm generally not very good at unhauling and getting rid of things, but I've actually managed it this time. So without further ado, here is everything I am unhauling. First is a supernatural tie-in novel called Bone Key. Now I'm pretty sure I read another one of these and didn't really enjoy it that much, if I'm completely honest. I much prefer the TV show because I feel like tie-ins aren't very good at keeping characterisation. I mean, the Supernatural TV show hasn't kept characterisation since Eric Kripke left, but that's beside the point. This just didn't feel like Supernatural to me, and I'm unlikely to read these because I've got comics to read now and all of these books, so this isn't getting read, so it may as well go. Next is I Know What You Did Last Wednesday, which is a World Book Day book I got when I was about 13? I don't know, I still haven't read it. I've got no real interest in reading it, if I'm honest, even though it's incredibly short, so this one's also going to go. Next, I'm getting rid of the Boneless Mercies. Now, I actually read this one last year and reasonably enjoyed it, if I'm honest, but I'm probably not going to read it again, so it may as well not be taking up bookshelf space anymore, because while I enjoyed it, it's not really worth the shelf space right now. I may change my mind and rebuy it at some point, but at the moment, it's just not for me. Next is Three Dark Crowns. Now, I've heard so many mixed things about this series at this point, and it's been sat on my shelf for 2 years now, 3 years, I don't know how long, and I still haven't picked it up yet. And quite frankly, I don't think I'm going to, because after hearing all the mixed things about it, I just don't think I'm ever going to get around to reading it, or ever feel the need to read it, so I may as well give it to a home that will actually enjoy it and read it. Next is Mortal Engines, because I've just decided that this book just isn't for me. I think I would have enjoyed this more when I was about 14, but at the moment I feel like it's just that tad bit too young for me to enjoy, to be honest, and I don't think I'm ever going to pick it up again. I may do, but again, if I do, I'll borrow it from the library or rebuy it or something. At the moment though, I just have no real interest in keeping it on my shelves. Next is The Sign of One, and again I've had this on my shelves for like 3 years now and I still haven't read it. My best friend has tried reading it and DNF'd it, so I'm taking that as a sign that I'm probably also not going to enjoy this because we've got quite similar tastes. I've had no real interest in reading it since I bought it and put it on my shelves. I was really interested when I bought it, but at the moment, I just have no real desire to read this, so it may as well go so I can free up shelf space for things like King of Scars and other things I am really interested in. And this is where I'm going to start getting controversial. I'm getting rid of the Assassin's Blade and Throne of Glass. Sorry guys, these sounded really interesting, and then I've sort of discovered over the years that I'm not really into fae books at all, really. Fae isn't for me generally, and I've heard so many mixed things about Sarah J Maas, and I know that this is quite, like, not tropey, but there's quite a lot of love triangles and stuff in here, and I'm just not really into that. And so if I ever do fancy reading this, I'll probably again borrow it from the library, but right now it's just not for me. Continuing on with the controversy, Percy Jackson's going. Yeah, I think I was just that tad bit too old to read these. I think, again, if I'd been like 14 when I read these, I would have absolutely loved them. But I think I'm just slightly too old to be enjoying Percy Jackson personally. I know a lot of people my age do still really, really enjoy these, but for me, personally, I just really couldn't get into them or relate to any of the characters or anything. I have big respect for Rick Riordan for creating this world and so thoroughly researching things. It's just not for me, I'm afraid, and I really hate myself for that because I really wanted to enjoy these. Next is the other Supernatural book that I did mention earlier because, again, I love the show, but I'm not as into the show as I used to be, and it just didn't feel like Supernatural to me, and it wasn't in character or anything, so I'm not going to keep it. Next is The Beast Player. Again, I tried this one, and I just couldn't get into it, I'm afraid. It just really wasn't for me, I guess. I really hate myself for saying that because I really, really wanted to enjoy this. I love retellings and retellings from other cultures and stuff. This one just really wasn't for me. And then I'm also getting rid of Demon Road. Now, I adore Skullduggery Pleasant by Derek Landy. I think everybody who's been on this channel for more than 5 minutes knows that I adore Skullduggery Pleasant more than life itself. It's just that Demon Road didn't sit well with me at all. I didn't like how everyone, including complete strangers, kept on calling the main character ugly for no apparent reason. And there was quite a few things that I just wasn't really happy with reading this. It felt really quite problematic and it just really wasn't for me. I keep on saying that, but it really wasn't. Last on the TV show stuff, but I'm getting rid of my 3 Buffy the Vampire Slayer omnibus copies of like various stories from the show, because this again just didn't feel in character when I read these a few years ago, when I was at the height of my Buffy phase, when I just worshipped the show completely. It just didn't feel like Buffy to me at all. Everyone felt really, really out of character, and it just didn't feel like fun reading it because I was constantly comparing it to the show and going, this isn't right. So I've decided to get rid of them because these 3 combined will give me quite a lot of shelf space, if I'm honest. So I'd rather sacrifice these and get some other books that I'm going to enjoy more on my shelves. And then the only comics I'm getting rid of is Kick-Offs Volume 1 and Monstress Volume 1. I read these at the beginning of last year and I still haven't picked up the sequels. And I have no real desire to pick up the sequels. Like, they were fun enough stories, but I'm not that invested in it like I was with I Hate Fairyland and other stuff that I've read in comics. So I think I'm just going to get rid of these and give myself some more space for other comics I'm going to enjoy more. Let's be honest, Marvel comics. I'm just going to fill my box with Marvel comics. But yeah, these just, they were fun. I enjoyed them at the time, but I have no real desire to carry on the series, so I may as well get rid of them and give myself a tiny bit more room in my already full up comic box. And that is the end of my unhaul. I've actually done pretty well here because usually I can't unhaul more than like 2 books at a time, so I think I've done pretty well here. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up, comment down below with what you've recently unhauled, and please don't hate me for unhauling Percy Jackson, please. I'll also leave a link down below to all of my social media if you want to check it out. And if you want to see any more of my videos, please click subscribe here. And over here will be the link to my previous video. But until next time, guys, bye!